Hey guys, welcome back, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the new exotic rifle, the Vindicator, that was added into the Division 2 with Year 5 Season 3, so let's get into it. So first things first, if you don't know how to get the Vindicator, it is a Descent exclusive exotic. It can be purchased at any time from the Descent shop for 350 NSA Tech, and the rolls for it will change weekly, so this is a good week to get it because this week it has damage to targets out of cover already on it. So if you want one, I suggest picking it up before Tuesday so you can get that roll. So for the weapon itself, it is an exotic version of the Urban MDR, so it did also receive, of course, the buffs that the regular Urban MDR got. For the talent, it is called Ortiz Assault Interface, and it says while scoped, the weapon will highlight a random body section of each enemy. The weapon deals plus 40% weapon damage to the highlighted body sections. The reason why I said 40% instead of 75 is because they have changed it, and they said in the patch notes from the PTS where it was 75 down to 40%. They just have not updated the text yet, but the actual functionality and the damage of the talent has been updated. So now let's talk about my thoughts on the weapon overall. So I've been using this for the last couple of days, and honestly I really like it. I do really enjoy this exotic, and I do think that this is going to end up being one of my favorite exotics in the game. Now, this weapon is not going to be for everyone, mainly because a lot of people are not a huge fan of being forced into a scope, but the good thing about that is that hopefully in the future, even though it doesn't right now, it should hopefully work with focus. Now, it doesn't currently work with focus, like I said, but we'll see. I think it's only a matter of time before they fix it so that it will work with focus, and I will definitely be trying it out again with a different build when that does happen. So if you are someone like me who likes rifles and it doesn't really matter to you if you are being forced into the scope, it doesn't really bother you, whatever, I think that you will probably really enjoy this weapon. Maybe not quite as much as I do, maybe you'll enjoy it more than I do, I don't really know. But if you want to try it out, go pick it up and yeah, see how you feel about it. Now, the build that I've been running with this is not really anything special. It's the standard, good old raid DPS build that you probably still see to this day if you run raids. So it's not really anything special, but I'm still gonna do kind of somewhat of a deep dive into it for people that rather you don't understand it, you're newer to the game, or you're interested, whatever the case may be. So, 3 pieces of Providence, one being the mask, one being the sacrifice chest piece, which comes with perfect glass cannon, and the last one being the gift backpack, which comes with perfect vigilance. Now, if you don't have the gift backpack because it is a Dark Zone exclusive, you can also just run a regular Providence backpack with vigilance, and you will be just fine. I am also running one piece of Grupo on this build, which is my holster. I am of course using this for the 15% crit damage, but you can also swap this out for a piece of Seska if you prefer to have that 10% crit chance and be at 60% crit chance. So as well, for my gloves, I'm using Contractor's gloves, of course, the 8% damage to armor, really the only reason we're using these. And the knee pads, which is the Fox's Prayer knee pads, actually do work really well with this build in a couple of different ways. I mean, let's be honest, Fox's Prayers work well in pretty much any build that has to do with damage. But in this build it's nice because the Vindicator is a rifle, so we're actually taking use of the 10% rifle damage, and of course we're also getting the 8% damage to targets out of cover. So my stats quickly are 50% crit chance and 185% crit damage, and for the skills you can use pretty much whatever you want. I just decided to run a shield and a decoy. It's just the skills that I felt worked well for this build, but you can use pretty much whatever you like for your skills. So that's all I really have to say about this weapon. I'll try to get into the build lab with this and come up with something that's a little more interesting, a little more unique. I can't really make any promises on that, but it is what it is. Other than that, I do also have a blue screen build that I have been working on for quite some time now that is finally ready to be released, and I will be releasing that within the next week or so. And I'm also working on a build with the new exotic pistol, which actually might come out before the blue screen build. I'm not really sure yet, but if you're interested in that, also keep an eye out for that. With that being said, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Alright. Bye, guys.